What is up, Renaissance crew? I'm the original Renaissance man, Devon DaVinci, and you're watching DaVinci Reacts. Now, because it is Spooktober, or at least that's what everybody calls it, I'm not sure exactly what the hell the real name of the damn month is at this point. I'm going to go ahead and get into a video that I should have gotten into yesterday, but I do have plans for my every other day. I got this idea of how I'm going to record videos so that I can have more time to make some more original content as well as have reactions up on a regular basis. So I'm gonna have a video announcing that in a minute. But until then, this will be the first video I'm going to react to. I'm going to react to two scary videos today to make up for the fact that I missed yesterday. This is 4 creepy hidden truths behind popular scary stories by After Hours. I believe it's cracked.com editors. They like sit around and talk in a diner or something. At least that's what it was when I last saw it. I used to watch cracked videos on their website a lot, and that's what it always was. So I'm not sure if they might have changed the format or if it's the exact same, but this video was requested by Armando at LQORIEY. I'm not sure how to pronounce your at tag, but yeah, so shout out to you for requesting this video. And a quick heads up, if you give me any type of scary video for this month for me to react to, I will react to it, because like I said, I want to try to get one video done a day with some type of scary theme to it. If you have anything that you want to request, it will get requested, but if you do give me a request, make sure you put a hashtag DaVinci React at the end of the comment. That way I can easily filter through it, and I can, you know, see, I can find it a lot faster that way instead of having to look through every single comment I've ever gotten. So remember, hashtag DaVinci React. All right, let's go ahead and get into this.
Yo, I've got one. True story. It happened to 4 people just like us in these very woods. Just like us, that is, until they saw a strange light in the sky.
Michael, aliens? Really?
Don't ruin it if you've heard it. Until they saw a mysterious light in the sky and aliens abducted them and did butt stuff to them.
There
it is. And no one ever saw them again.
Yeah. What is it about campfires that make us want to tell ghost stories?
No, Dan. You're not roping us into a meta conversation about scary stories.
You're the one that made it meta with the genre guidelines.
I was trying to define the type of scary story that we should be telling, not starting some lame dissection on what makes a scary story scary.
What's your scariest scary story? That's how you could have worded that, if you wanted to.
It's not complicated. We tell scary stories about stuff that can kill us because we're scared of stuff that can kill us. Do you have any idea how many things are within 100 feet of us right now that would eat you alive if given the chance?
None?
Again, I remember, this is going to be a callback to another video I made, but remember when I was telling you guys about how their American horror stories tend to center around the country or rural areas, and I heard that British horror stories center around like urban areas. They said there was reasons for that because America, the whole frontiers, exploring the frontiers back in the 1800s and the unknown and being out there by yourself, things like that. And I think they said that the British theme was all about industrial revolution and the British Empire losing a lot of its power during that time, and the urban areas being a symbol of like a loss of power or something like that. I mean, if anybody that's out there that might know anything about this a little bit deeper, be sure to let me know. Leave it in the comment section down below.
We're scared of the wilderness because the wilderness is deadly. Just like teenagers are scared of cars. Because cars are what's most likely to kill teens. Okay,
God
the bloody
damn.
hook that's found on the car handle, or the girl hears the scratching on the roof of her car and it turns out to be her hanging boyfriend. Or the trucker who follows the girl home on the highway flashing his high beams because there's an axe murder in the back seat.
Oh, I like this theory.
No.
These are all urban
This is
legends.
just a straightforward observation. Teens tell scary stories about cars because that's what's most likely to kill them. We tell scary stories about the wilderness because the thing you just heard in those 2 seconds wants to kill you.
Yeah, okay, but no one makes scary movies about like wolves or bears. You know, when you hear a twig snap out in the darkness, you're not worried about nature. You're worried about some, like, axe-wielding lunatic. I mean, every one of those car-related scary stories you just told involves the same radio broadcast. It's all, this just in, some crazy psycho just escaped from an insane asylum. Also, on an unrelated note, you know, there's been a break-in at the axe factory. But an armed lunatic is just as scary as a bear. We just fear it more because we fear what we can't control. All right, Soren.
That goes back into the fear of the unknown.
Behavior at last year's screening of the movie It. Your nightmare twig snapper is a clown.
Okay, I have proven time and again that I can control clowns by putting them in a chokehold.
Yeah, okay, but we fear what we can't control in ourselves.
The chokehold is a prime example of something that can control people.
If it was just about basic human fears like death or losing control, then every country's horror movies would be the same, and they're not. Scary stories are so completely different country to country because they're based on shared cultural experiences. In England, for example, all of their scary stories take place in an urban environment. Scrooge was haunted there. Jekyll and Hyde took place there. Jack the Ripper became a legend because he killed in a city. Try and name one legitimately scary American horror movie that took place in the city.
Independence Day.
Alright, so he just went into it, yeah. So I'm not the only one that thinks this. I know I read this somewhere, so like I said, if there's anybody who knows anything more about this, leave it in the comment section.
Battle, Los Angeles.
See? Yeah, you can't. No one can even try. American scary stories have to happen on the outsides of civilization. The woods, the farms, the burbs. The car breaks down on a remote country road. The maniac with the machete, he stalks people around a secluded wooded campground.
Friday the 13th, 8, Jason took Manhattan.
Did you see that movie? No, you didn't. It took place on a boat. Almost entirely took place on a cruise ship. That's how unscary we find cities. The one movie where the whole goal was to just put Jason in the city couldn't even actually do that.
Ooh, Leprechaun in the Hood.
Yeah, exactly. You try to set an American horror story in an urban environment, and it ends up being a joke. You do that same thing in England, and you end up with Attack the Block.
Attack? Alien movie? Come on.
That looked
Dan
interesting.
But I'm... Whatever.
Looked like he was getting chased by them monsters from another world, or Out of This World. Y'all remember that game on Super Nintendo?
This conversation is culturally biased.
So, British people prefer to tell their scary stories around garbage.
He just has to
cans.
find a vine
Who
to
cares?
swing back on.
It's showing us what we're actually afraid of, Soren. Ourselves. Our greatest fear is losing our humanity.
Damn.
Yeah.
My arm is not long enough for the jerk-off motion that is in my soul right now.
British people are afraid of cities because that's where they lost their humanity. The Industrial Revolution turned London into a carnival of horrors. Orphans sold into slavery. Parents thrown into debtor's prison. And America, on the other hand, we did all of our filthy dirt on the outskirts of society, killing the Native Americans on the frontier. The horrors of slavery. American and British ghosts prefer different habitats, but they're both still in chains always.
So we're scared of white guilt?
We're scared of the truth.
So this goes back into what I was
Man.
saying again.
The Western Hemisphere lost its humanity in exchange for taking over the globe. That's why our core monsters,
That
vampires,
article I read must have come
werewolves,
from a cracked
zombies,
article also, I don't
operate
know.
by converting us into them.
We're afraid of them because they take our humanity.
So, we all see why Aliens wins this argument, right?
No, see, this wasn't actually a competition where the winner is decided by who shouts their answer out the loudest and at the most inappropriate times. I could see why you'd be confused.
I mean, the stuff you just said. Cultural inhumanity. Aliens are our punishment. I mean, come on, no one's scared of movie monsters anymore. The local news doesn't report on vampire sightings. They report on mysterious lights in the sky. Because in the back of our minds, deep down, aliens are the urban legend that we're still most worried about. I mean, when Hollywood has to gamble $1 billion on a blockbuster movie, who's the bad guy? Aliens.
Yeah, and vampires are the love interests.
We're obsessed with alien movies because they remind us that every culture eventually gets exterminated by some unthinking, unfeeling, technologically superior force. No matter how big you get,
Kind of.
some other species just comes along and crushes you like ants.
Godzilla.
Yes, we all become the ant people in Japanese monster movies. Because the Japanese learned in World War II that that is the worst way to be dehumanized.
Oh, what you're saying is monsters and ghosts are where we put our fears from the past. And then sci-fi is where we place our fears of the future.
Ghosts and wilderness still fill us with dread because they remind us that we've done wrong. And when that technologically advanced alien race does come, inevitably, shut up, Dan, we deserve every awful thing that they do to us. In the butt!
Oh, God.
No, there's still one thing that doesn't make sense. Alien movies always take place in cities, which
Gonna have
is
butt
fine
sex,
because
baby.
the fear of the future belongs in cities. But alien abduction urban legends always take place in places exactly like this.
Yeah, 'cause that's where alien abductions actually happen. Duh, dude. Plus, it's a more romantic setting for
Yeah.
butt stuff. Oh, and
Sure.
that news article finally loaded about the 4 people exactly like us who got abducted in the woods. See?
Oh my God.
Let me take a look at that.
Here.
What?
Yep.
Tell me what you think, Dan.
That does.
Like the whole gang. You guys don't see that.
Michael, who do you think you are in this?
The tall guy.
Yep.
'Cause you know I'm so good at basketball.
Hi, thanks for watching our videos. Subscribe for more of them.
Yep, I've seen some of their videos before. Like I say, usually they're always in a diner. That's what I remember them from. Yep, I'll be sure to check out some more of these. I gotta find some more topics related to horror themes though. I probably will end up reacting to maybe even 2 more horror movie videos, and I will be continuing my Michael Jackson top 5 greatest music videos of all time today. Today kind of has an asterisk next to it, so be sure to watch that video so I can explain why this particular video is on the list. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and move on. I'm the original Renaissance man, Devon DaVinci. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, the whole fear of aliens thing, I believe, is more so to do with the whole unknown thing again, because like the idea that there's this unpredictable thing that you don't know anything about tends to draw more fear into people because they don't know how exactly they're going to react to us. Like if there's a advanced civilization of aliens or something, I mean, we don't know if they're friendly or not. So chances are that's probably where all the fear and stuff comes from. They say like humans, I don't know, we're just scared of shit we don't know anything about, which is crazy because, I mean, well, I guess it makes sense. You don't know what the fuck it might do. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and move on. I hope to see you guys. Just quick heads up. I don't know why my camera cut off right before I did the sign off, but I just wanted to do this real quick. Give you the deuces. Peace.